Welcome to the Genuinely You podcast channel, which is packed with advice and tips on how to live your life with purpose. Do you wish you felt happy and fulfilled? Are you feeling stuck, wishing things could be better? Are you ready to take some action and create the life you want? To start living an empowered life, you need to recognize and make full use of the power and freedom that comes from being genuinely you. Your host is Gina Gardner, a #1 best-selling author whose whole life has been about supporting people to achieve personal empowerment, helping people just like you recognize that they can.
What will the last words that they hear from you be? The loss of someone you love is always incredibly difficult. But out of that bereavement comes a golden opportunity to examine your priorities and to reevaluate the way things are done. In 2010, I had a telephone call that changed my life. It was my sister phoning to say that my brother, then 49, had suddenly dropped down dead. The loss was absolutely devastating, but it made me think about many things at a personal level, and it gave me the opportunity to think about how a sudden bereavement impacts on others. As I thought about it, there were a number of lessons which stood out. I started to think about the many clients I work with and how the lessons created through David's death might be of value to others. A television program around the same time was looking at the last few moments of the people killed in the Twin Towers terrorist attack and the contacts they made with their loved ones who knew that they were about to die, and that confirmed my thoughts. One of the things that struck me incredibly forcibly was how powerful the impact of those last words shared between loved ones was on the people who were left behind. The one thing that really stood out was that the last words spoken between people are the ones which remain forever with the person left behind. The people receiving phone and text messages from their loved ones in the Twin Towers heard words they will treasure for the rest of their lives. The words were about how much they were loved and what a high value the person they were about to lose placed on them and their relationship. None of them actually spoke about frustrations and things they didn't like. They focused on the things that were really important and how they loved that other person and wanted them to know. Now, hearing those words didn't for one moment take away the agony of losing their loved one, but without exception, the surviving partner, parent, child or friend gained enormous comfort in the days after their loss from those few loving words. The one thing that made my brother's loss easier on the whole family was the thought that they had shared, his family, his wife and 2 children, had shared a wonderful holiday immediately prior to David's death. In fact, they'd returned the night before. They have great memories of quality time together, laughter and loving words to draw upon. Just think how different it would be if the last words that they heard were those of an argument, or they'd been negative. My brother David was absolutely wonderful at keeping in touch with friends and family, and that's helped us all enormously. He was really good at telling people he cared about them. He often sent me a quick text just saying, "Love ya," or "thinking about you." It always brought a smile to my face and a warm glow to my heart at that particular time. But actually, now he's gone, they give me great comfort. And I know from talking to other people that they share similar feelings. I've thought carefully about all the people I've worked with over the years, and it struck me at how often the time spent with their loved ones was coloured by a sense of lack, sadness, frustration, anger, or irritation. I know the short time that we spend together is often quite pressured, and negative words are so easy to exchange, and resentments shared without any words being spoken. I wonder what the last words were that you said to your partner. Think about all of the times you've spoken over the past week. What proportion of your conversation was dealing with just day-to-day living? How much time was spent nagging or complaining? How much time was spent saying something which will have a positive impact on the relationship? When was the last time you told your partner that you loved them and there were no strings attached to that love? There are some simple principles that can make a huge difference. Now, there are times when everybody argues, but do make sure that no one ever goes to bed or leaves the house on an argument. When was the last time that you told your partner that you loved them unconditionally? Now, texts are a double-edged sword, but they can be a wonderful way of sending a positive message which can be picked up at a time and in a way that's undemanding. Nevertheless, the sentiment can be incredibly powerful. A little note in somebody's lunchbox or briefcase can do the same thing. Keep it light and undemanding, and as always with unconditional love, expect nothing in return. Be sure that whatever happens, that the words you offer give you no cause for regret if something were to happen. If your anxiety or frustration lead to harsh words or negative body language, if you feel unhappy or dissatisfied with life, it's time to take control of things. It's time to take absolute control of your own emotions. Remember, you are the one who is totally responsible for your emotions and nobody else. If you spend a lot of time complaining or being critical, perhaps it's time to do something differently. And if you find that really difficult, then it's time to get some help. Make every day count and live it absolutely fully. None of us know when our number is going to be up. Treasure the people that you care about and tell them often that you love them, that you value them just for being them. There's lots of other podcasts on the website, lots of other resources, or if you need some help, you can contact me through the website. Bye now, and good luck.
You've just been listening to another great Genuinely You podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Genuinely You is a culmination of Gina's work, spanning over 30 years, of helping people learn what makes them feel happy and truly fulfilled, and how to achieve it. Please visit genuinely-you.com today to find out more.